Hi everyone, welcome back to the chapter The Adivasi Will Not Dance by Hansdra Sovendra Shekhar. Let us have a quick recap of the portions we had discussed in the last class. In the last class, we discussed up to para 10. Hope you remember that the story discussed the atrocities suffered by the Santal community from the oppressors, who were coal miners and other land grabbers. They grabbed the land of the tribal people. The lorries of the coal mine killed the Santals. As revenge, the Santals attacked the lorries and stole the coal. Para 11. The coal company was slowly gobbling or using up the coal in the Santal land. The Koila road from the coal company turned black. The trees and plants along the road turned black. The stones and rocks along the way turned black. The tiles on the roof of the Santal huts lost their red color and became black. Even the flowers and the vines and the pictures they drew were black. The Santal children turned black with the black dust. When the children cried, tears flew out of their eyes like river. The tears were like rivers which flew through a land which was affected by drought. The eyes of the Santal people burned like embers. Embers means red hot remains of fire. The children did not go to school, but they remained alert day and night to steal coal and sell it. So this paragraph tells about the influence of the coal miners from the place. Due to constant mining of coal from the place, the whole place turned black. Even the trees and plants along the way turned black. And the tiles of the roofs of the house, even the flowers, vines, the pictures drew were black. So we understand that some kind of blackness was covering them. This black color is used as a symbol because darkness was hovering over them, over the life of the people. That is why this turning into black is repeated over and over again. And the children, they were unable to go to school, but they didn't concentrate on their studies. They were not worried about it. Instead, they were alert. Why they were alert? They were looking forward to steal coal from the mines and sell it. They remained alert day and night. And slowly, stealing became a profession they were forced to become criminals. Para 12. The Santal people were not good at business. They did not make money by selling coal. They only charged an amount needed for food, clothes, and drink. But other people, Muslims, they understood the value of money. They made huge profit. Santals called them Jolas. When the coal was transported from the Santal village of Matijor, the price increased. The Santals did not know that. So, for convenience, I have divided the paragraph into three. So, this short paragraph tells that Sandals were so innocent that they didn't know how to do, how to engage in business. They did not make money. While the other people, especially the Muslims who came to the Sandal village, who sold the call, they made money out of it. The price of call was much greater when they moved it from this village, but Sandals were not able to make profit out of it. Ten years earlier, four Jola families came to the Matyajor village. Their condition was very poor. They asked for shelter. They looked poorer than the Sandals. Sandals agreed to provide them shelter. In return, they offered to look after the fields and farms of the Sandals. Thus, thus, the four Jola families started working in the Sandal farms. Slowly, the Jolas became rich. The number of Jola houses increased. They were houses, not huts. While the Sandals still lived in mud houses, Sandals built sorry Jolas built huge houses with cemented floors and bricked walls. The Santal village, Matyajor, later came to be called as Jola-Tola, meaning a community of Jolas. Once, Matyajor was a Santal village, exclusively a Santal village. Now, there are Jolas and Santals. The place was called Jola-Tola and Santal-Tola. Jola-Tola was much bigger. Santals became a minority. This term, which seems to be pronounced as uh, Olpason Kyok, means minority. Probably a word from the Santal language. So, this tells about the story of Muslims, Jolas, who came to Santal village. They asked for shelter and Santals agreed to it. But after a while, uh, they uh, they engaged in business, farming, and they became rich. They started building houses, and their population increased. And after some time, um, uh, they became a majority, and Santals became a minority. Jalas were reunited people, though they had quarrels among themselves. When an outsider said an offensive word to a Jola, the whole community joined together against that person. Jola leaders came from other places to give them support. On the other hand, the Santals were beaten up, thrown into jails for false charges. Santal women were raped and they were forced to sell themselves on the Koila road. The author says that Santals were not united. He asks, where are the Santal leaders to support them? So, this is a comparison between the other communities in the place and Santals, especially the Jolas, the Muslims. They were united people. Though they had quarrel among themselves, they stood together when somebody from outside tried to mm, say something offensive to them. Leaders came to support them, but there were nobody to help or support Santal people. Santal women were raped and they were forced to sell themselves. They were forced to move into prostitution. Moving on to next two paras. Author is aged now. He is 60 years old. He feels that he cannot protect the people. They neither have money nor leadership. They only know how to escape. Every farming season, thousands of Santals escape from their native land. So, what we understand from this is that the tribals were oppressed by other people. Their living conditions were very bad, very poor. Police treated them very bad. They were arrested for false charges, and uh, they only knew how to escape from their native land. So thousands of people moved away from their land. So we are stopping here for a while and we'll be continuing in the next class. Thank you.